then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks. We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see my kid?
A very pleasant Thursday evening to you, everyone, from Covenant Christian High School as we get set for volleyball action tonight. Our coverage tonight on IndianaSRN is brought to you by the IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. The Morales Group, building better futures, one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and the community since 1955. Once again, we say good evening to you, everyone. I'm John Lester alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Eaton, as we get set for Traders Point and Covenant Christian here tonight. And Eric, these two teams here getting ready for postseason play here. We got the sectional pairing show coming up Sunday night, so these two teams want to get a little bit of momentum going into postseason play here.
Well, that's absolutely right, John. As you said, the sectionals begin in about 2 weeks across the state, so both teams want to get fine-tuned and get ready for that upcoming sectional. It's senior night here tonight at Covenant Christian, so obviously the underclassmen want to send those players out on a big win tonight over Traders Point. Meanwhile, for Traders Point, just 1 week ago, they had won 7 out of 8. Now they come in here after last weekend. They dropped 3 matches in a weekend tournament last weekend. They have rebounded with 2 wins this week, but now they want to get their ship righted a little bit heading into sectional as well.
Yeah, you said it with Traders Point. They're still having a very good season here at 11-7, and Traders Point is led by their star Amanda Quillett. Has been a big key for this Traders Point team this year.
Well, certainly Amanda has been a big key, as you said. 112 kills on the year. That leads the team. 43 aces, which is also the team leader. 98 digs is the team leader, and then also 228 serve receptions, which leads the team. So when they're going to look to Amanda Quillett a lot tonight in this match against Covenant Christian, you can bet on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, for Covenant Christian, season hasn't gone as well as they had hoped, but still trying to get a little bit of momentum going here, and Donnie Newport is going to be the key for them here tonight in this match.
Yeah, Covenant Christian will come into this game tonight, John, an 8-18 record, and it's been an up-and-down year for them as well. They opened the season 2-1. Then they got into a very, very tough conference in the Circle City Conference and struggled in the conference play this year. They did not win a conference match this year. One of the toughest volleyball leagues in the state for sure in the Circle City Conference. But so they have played stiff competition. So perhaps the record might be a little bit deceiving. They've come in here having lost 3 out of 4. So as we said before, they want to win the night for their seniors, and that's going to be a big motivation for them tonight, I would think.
Yeah, as you said, senior night, I want to talk about that Covenant Christian schedule. Yeah, this is one of the toughest schedules almost in the entire state of Indiana. You've got Park Tudor they've played, who's a very good team. They may see them again in sectional play. And I think this is going to be a nice match here for Traders Point. Kind of very similar teams. One's 2A, one's 1A, to try to get their feet back on track here.
Well, and I think both teams have experience from postseason play the last season. I mean, you take a look at Covenant Christian. They were in the regional championship, lost to the eventual state runner-up in 2A Western Boone. For Traders Point, they played in a sectional championship 2 consecutive years, lost to the state champion in 1A last year, Central Catholic. So the nucleus of these teams have experience. I think the thing that kind of has held the team back a little bit and has had both squads back a little bit in the ups and downs for both teams is both teams lost some big-time key contributors from last year to graduation. So I think it's taken both teams almost the entirety of the season to build a new nucleus and gel, and they're hoping that they're going to do that here at the right time with 2 weeks to go to the state tournament.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that with the two teams. Have they still been feeling out who's going to fill in for those key players that they lost last year? It probably took about half the season to figure that out, right?
I think probably more so for Covenant Christian than Traders Point, because I think last year Quillett was pretty much the second leading player in terms of kills for Traders Point, so they kind of figured she'd probably take over that reign this year when last year after they lost Addie Fry to graduation. But for Covenant Christian, I think they lost a couple of big-time key contributors from last year's team that made it to the regional, so I think it's taken them a little bit more adjusting maybe on their end. But whenever you have a player like Danny Newport on your team, you know that you can always go to her in a clutch situation. She's got 314 kills this year, which leads them in attacking.
Yeah, should be a great matchup here tonight between Traders Point and Covenant Christian. We're going to take a quick break, come back, and preview this game some more between Traders Point and Covenant Christian. We'll be back here in just a moment here on IndianaSRN. And we welcome you back here to Covenant Christian as we get set for this volleyball matchup tonight between Traders Point and Covenant Christian. Want to go to you with you, Eric, here with Traders Point and Covenant Christian. What are a couple keys you're expecting for both teams in this game here tonight?
Well, I think we'll take a look first for Traders Point. I think you want to start. They need to cut down on the errors in this match tonight. On the season, if you take a look, John, at the combined categories of attacking, serving, ball handling, and serve reception, Traders Point averaging over 31 errors per match, and they certainly, they're going up in competition level here a little tonight and facing a 2A team in Covenant Christian. They're not going to be able to have 31 errors in this match tonight and expect to win this match. And in fact, last Thursday, we had a match here on IndianaSRN. Traders Point was able to win that match against Greenwood Christian, but they committed at least 20 errors in that match as well. So the errors have been a problem for them, and they want to get that rectified as we get ready for sectional play, and they better do it tonight here against Covenant Christian, cut those down. Yeah,
definitely as you said, stepping up here in competition against Covenant Christian. Meanwhile, Covenant Christian, we mentioned, season hasn't gone as well as they had hoped, but a similar matchup here tonight for Covenant Christian against Traders Point. What do you expect on their side here tonight?
Well, I think for Covenant Christian, when we take a look at a key from them in this match here tonight, John, against Traders Point, I think they want to get a lot of free points. and do it with their serving, a pretty good serving team, and they want to look to Newport and Evie Dart. Get those two players involved early and often in this match tonight, and really pound the volleyball against Traders Point, because as we just talked about, Traders Point has been prone to errors. You start pounding the volleyball hard, perhaps Traders Point might start to commit some errors. They hope they don't, but once you start seeing the volleyball pounded hard at you, there's a mindset that kind of develops into the player's head. This team's going to pound the volleyball hard at us tonight.
Yeah, when you look at Covenant Christian's record, like we've said, 8-18, but this is still going to be a difficult team. They have the experience from last year, as you mentioned, making the regionals. So this is still going to be a very tough out here as Covenant Christian going into postseason play here, as they still have 2 games left. All right, one more thing I want to ask you about Traders Point. When moving up a class here, how do they adjust to that? I mean, they've had a lot of competition this year, but it's been against mostly their own class. Now they're moving up a class.
Well, they are here tonight, John, but they're familiar with Covenant Christian. They did play them last year in a match that I covered actually on IndianaSRN. Traders Point lost that match 3-0. Covenant Christian won at 25-14, 25-19, and 25-21, but you can see that they were actually pretty competitive, particularly in the last 2 games in that match last year, which was at Traders Point. It was actually senior night, I believe, if my recollection is right, for Traders Point, and Covenant Christian went into Traders Point and beat them on senior night at Traders Point last year. You better believe Traders Point would like to return the favor here tonight at Covenant Christian.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of revenge on their minds for Traders Point as well, and for Covenant Christian here, coming in, wanting to get, as you mentioned, senior night, wanting to get a little momentum heading into postseason play here. And here for Covenant Christian. All right, one more Covenant Christian here going up against Traders Point, as you mentioned, up a class, but they've got one more key for them here tonight, do you think?
Well, for Traders Point, I think they're going to have to establish some type of an attack themselves on offense. The matches that I've seen Traders Point so far this year, they just want to get it seems like to me like they want to get the volleyball back over the net very quickly after the team's attack, and they usually don't even take the typical three hits that you're allowed to put it back over. They're going to need to get a consistent outside attack developed here tonight. With Quillett, they'll start with Quillett. Then they've also got Olivia Morgan. Morgan is very, very good in the middle position for Traders Point. I would think they want to look to try and set her a lot in the middle tonight and put some pressure on that Covenant defense in the middle. Now, Covenant does have a pretty good blocker inside, and Evie Dart, an excellent blocker, so that'll be something that Traders Point's going to have to contend with here tonight. But I think Traders Point has got to get an outside attack and a middle attack established tonight. Not just look to just get the volleyball back over the net as quickly as they can.
Yeah, okay. Traders Point, Covenant Christian here tonight. Next to last game of the season for Covenant Christian. They will wrap up on Monday against Purdue Poly before they get set for postseason play. 2 games left here for Traders Point. They will play Anderson Prep coming up and Indianapolis Shortridge to wrap up the regular season before sectional play gets underway, which we will have the sectional draw show for you on Sunday night on IHSAA.org. Traders Point and Covenant Christian getting set to square off here from Covenant Christian High School. And we are going to get ready for this one, as we're going to get set for the national anthem break. And so Covenant Christian and Traders Point. And I asked you one key for Traders Point here tonight. Anything else coming into your mind coming into this matchup here tonight?
Well, for Traders Point, again, I can't emphasize it enough, John. They've got to cut down on the errors here tonight, and that's overwhelming the number one thing that they're going to have to look to do here tonight. They're going to have to play good defense too, be ready for a strong attack from Danny Newport, be ready on the digs and cut down on the errors again in that area as well. You mentioned the Purdue Poly, the next opponent for Covenant Christian, John. That's actually in the city tournament for Covenant Christian, and if they win that match, it'll be on their home floor. They'll play either Indianapolis Ritter or Heritage Christian in the second round of that city tournament.
Yeah, Central Christian, of course, Covenant Christian, in sectional 43. Park Tudor, their big key matchup there. They've already played them twice, so they've got a lot of familiar opponents coming up in sectional 43 that they have seen already. And sectional 58 for Traders Point. They've got a lot of opponents they have already met in Sectional 58 as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how these teams get some momentum going as we head here into postseason play here in a couple weeks between Traders Point and Covenant Christian. They've got the senior night festivities taking place here at Covenant Christian. As we are getting set for the national anthem before this this volleyball match gets underway here tonight between Traders Point and Covenant Christian.
Well, John, we talked a little bit, you asked me about maybe what might have taken Covenant Christian a little while to get going this year. I think maybe the overwhelming thing was they lost their setter last year, a very, very good setter to graduation. And, Cade Jellin has done a good job this year stepping in, 449 assists on the year to lead the team, and a 93.5 serve percentage on the year and serve accuracy. She's done a really nice job stepping in there, but whenever you have a new setter setting to some big outside hitters like Danny Newport and Evie Dart, it takes a little while, I think, to get to gel as a team, and hopefully they're doing that right now at the right time.
And, for Covenant Christian here, of course, Danny Newport is the captain for this team. Amanda Quillett, the captain on this Traders Point team, as the starting lineups are still being introduced here at Covenant Christian High School.
Yeah, two seniors, as we talked about Covenant Christian here tonight, senior night. Two seniors, Danny Newport and Abby Langford, so they're the two seniors being honored here tonight at senior night.
We'll take you down for a little bit of the senior day festivities here at Covenant Christian.
Tonight's lineup, we have number 2, a junior, Ainsley Gross. She's either 4 or 22, can't see her number tonight, but it is a junior, Allie Boston. Number 9, our sophomore, Shelby Olmstead. Number 11, junior, Mary Henninger. Number 20, junior, Mackenzie Miller. Number 24, junior, Olivia Tucker. And your starting lineup tonight for the Warriors, number 3, senior, Danny Newport. Number 5, junior, Evie Dart. Number 7, junior, Cade Jellin. Number 10, senior, Abby Langford. Number 12, freshman, Kenzie Mann. Number 18, junior, Hallie Tendall. And number 19, junior, McKinley Conger. And ladies and gentlemen, as you are able, will you please stand for our prayer and national anthem? And tonight's prayer will be by Orlando Stroud, our varsity.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and come back for the opening set for Covenant Christian Traders Point right after this on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. it's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We are back here at Covenant Christian High School getting set for this volleyball matchup between Covenant Christian and Traders Point. John Lester back here with Eric Eaton. And Eric, we were watching there when they were doing the introductions for Covenant Christian. Covenant Christian's going to be a player down here tonight, Ainsley Gross with the foot injury.
Yeah, it looks like definitely a foot injury there out. I believe she played a couple weeks ago when we did a match here on IndianaSRN against Chittard, so she has gotten injured since then. We wish her luck and hope that she can get back with the team quickly.
Yeah, hopefully not a serious injury there for Ainsley Gross, and she heals there very quickly. As the final preps being done here between Traders Point and Covenant Christian for this volleyball matchup. Again, Traders Point coming in with an 11-7 record. Covenant Christian coming in at 8-18, but again, as we mentioned, that's a little deceiving considering the competition they have played this year. And with the experience that Covenant Christian has, they're still going to be a very tough out, we believe, come postseason play.
Well, that's right. They faced the likes of Brebeuf, defending 3A state champion, and also Roncalli in Circle City conference play.
Opening serve, and this match is underway. And Traders Point, and a nice kill there in the point there for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, nice big block there to start things for Covenant Christian. That's Evie Dart. She leads the team in blocks and starts with a big one there.
So a quick point for Covenant Christian. It's Cade Jalen on the serve there. And Covenant Christian will keep it alive here. And a nice stop here as Traders Point keeps the point alive. And still saved for Covenant Christian. It's still alive. And they say inbound, and a point for Traders Point. Long point there, and a nice point there for Traders Point.
And the kill for Olivia Morgan, just painting that line in the back left corner there for Traders Point. Tying the score at 1 here, opening game.
Emmy Fry now with the serve for Traders Point. And the kill and the point for Covenant Christian.
And that's Evie Dart. She started with recording both of the points for Covenant there. Gets a kill, and she also has a block.
Yeah, quick start here for Evie, as you mentioned, and now it's going to be a serve here for Covenant Christian. Leading 2-1 in this first set. And long, and another point for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, there's one of those errors that we talked about in the open. That was an error, an attack error by Traders Point, something they have to cut down in tonight on this match.
Serve here. That may have been headed out of bounds, but Traders Point keeps it alive. And a nice save for Traders Point to keep the point alive, but unable, too far on that set, and a point for Covenant Christian.
Good quick start here for Covenant Christian here tonight on their home floor.
3 consecutive points here for Covenant Christian. And that serve goes out of bounds, and Traders Point will take serve now. A rare error there by Covenant Christian early in this game. Amanda Quillett with the serve there. And a point for Traders Point.
Couple quick points here for Traders Point, and they're right back in this opening game.
And Quillett back to serve again for Traders Point, within a point here in the first set. And as close to an ace as you can get there, pretty much, and it's a tie score here.
A serve reception there in the back row there on Covenant.
Pruitt with the serve. This time Covenant Christian able to keep it alive. And nice play there by Covenant Christian. Olivia Morgan with the kill.
Yeah, Olivia Morgan with a big-time block right in the middle. Excellent middle player for Traders Point. And for Traders Point, now they go on top. Morgan with the block and the kill so far.
4 straight points here for Traders Point. Make it 5 with that. And a 6-4 lead for Traders Point. Getting a little bit of momentum here in this first set.
Another Covenant Christian there. I've got them with 3 so far. A bad pass to the setter Jellin there.
And Covenant Christian stops the run with a point there.
Yeah, that's Danny Newport, the senior. Her first kill of the match, comes in leading the team in kills on the year into this match here tonight for Covenant Christian. Now 315 on the year after that one.
Now Dart going to be with the serve here for Covenant Christian, rather. And Covenant Christian will tie it here. There's Newport again.
Overpass there. Newport knew exactly what to do with that. Just jump up and tip it back down. Get your team a free point there on the one-timer kill.
Dart with the serve once again. As Covenant Christian now. And a nice stop there, and Olivia Morgan gives Traders Point the point there.
For Morgan now 2 blocks. I think assisted by the net there is a little bit as well as Newport's attack very tight to the net. Morgan did get a piece of it though for the block.
And now Morgan with the serve. Nice save there to keep the point alive. And a tie score here in this first set.
Well, Newport coming alive now. 3 kills for Covenant Christian in this first match. Denied on the first opportunity, stayed with it and got a kill on the second one there on that possession.
Olmstead now with the serve for Covenant Christian. And Covenant Christian able to save this. Point still alive. And Covenant Christian still able to save it.
Lengthy rally here. And that's a ball handling there on the freshman setter for Traders Point, Grace Gallagher. Another error for Traders Point. I believe they've only committed 2 errors so far, but that was a costly one there as they did not get an attack as a result of that ball handling error.
You hate to see that out of a long series there, too. Covenant Christian with a nice stop to keep the point alive. And we'll get the finish.
Yep, Newport again now. Her 4th kill of this opening game.
And it's going to be Olmstead serving once again for Covenant Christian.
Good opportunity here for Traders Point off the free ball.
Another violation, looks like, against Traders Point.
Now back-to-back errors for Traders Point. And Covenant Christian now finds himself up by 3 as a result.
Olmstead once again with the serve. And a nice save there. And the finish for Covenant Christian.
Now 5 kills for Danny Newport in this opening game, the senior for Covenant Christian. Traders Point's going to have to adjust their block a little bit, John. I think they're going to have to start coming with a double team over there on that left side is where Danny Newport's doing all her damage so far.
And looks like a quick timeout here in this first set, 11-7 Covenant Christian.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back here to Covenant Christian High School. First set here, Covenant Christian leading Traders Point 11-7. Got a nice little run here going for Covenant Christian here, Eric.
Well, they have. They've certainly got Danny Newport established here in this run, and they've also been aided by some Traders Point errors as well.
Here's the serve for Covenant Christian. Unforced error there, though, for Covenant Christian, and a point for Traders Point.
Yeah, so that was a situation where Covenant Christian got a overpass and tried to put it away on that on the first contact on the one-timer, but hit it into the net for an error.
Grace Gallagher now with the serve for Traders Point. And into the net, and a point for Traders Point.
Yeah, back-to-back errors now on Covenant Christian as we take a look at the replay here that would set up the error. What set that up, John, is they got Quillett involved in a back row attack. I'd like to see him do a little bit more than that, set her in the back row.
And 3 straight here for Traders Point as they have pulled within 1 here in this first set.
And yet another Covenant error. 6 now. I have them for 6 errors in this opening game.
That's something you were talking about. They're going to have to cut down in this match.
Great back set and a great up.
Covenant Christian finally able to get the finish and the point.
Yeah, Covenant pounding the volleyball. Traders Point made some really nice ups as we take a look at this great hustle by Traders Point, but the ball got into the net, unable to save it out of the net. Great hustle, though, by Traders Point.
Almost a great save there to keep that point alive. Now Covenant Christian on serve. Another lengthy rally here. Still alive.
There's a joust at the net, and it looked like Emmy Fry for Traders Point might have mistimed her jump a little bit, and Covenant be able to put it down there for the point.
So a 13-10 lead here for Covenant as Newport on serve here for Covenant Christian. And the kill there for Traders Point. That was Quillett.
Yeah, Quillett with the kill there. And one of the things I like from Traders Point as we take a look at this back row attack from Quillett is Traders Point's doing a good job of setting both Quillett and Morgan up in the back row tonight. And that's able to get them in a position where they're able to attack the ball on the third hit instead of just getting the ball back over the net.
And Traders Point with a point there. Pulls within 1 here in this first set. This is one of the Carrasquedo sisters, Kiri, on serve for Traders Point. And the point's still alive here. And finishing there with the point was Quillett again.
Yeah, Quillett with the kill. An error, though, on Covenant Christian. They had an opportunity to get that ball past the setter, but the dig went straight sideways out of bounds.
Carrasquedo serves it long. So a service error there, and Covenant Christian back in front.
And Traders Point has done a good job. We talked about it in the open, cutting down the errors. This is their 4th error of the game so far, but that was one that you don't want to make on the serve.
And out there, and a point for Covenant Christian.
So just as we talk about, Traders Point commits back-to-back errors and allows Covenant to pull out to a 2-point lead.
And they finished there for Traders Point.
Yeah, big time kill for Quillett there. And if we take another look at it here, there's no block coming on this one. Block comes late. And Quillett knows exactly what to do with it. Smash it down.
1 point Covenant lead here in this first set. And the finish there for Covenant Christian.
Evie Dart that time with her second kill of this opening game. Here's a look at that kill from Evie. Cross-court angle, nicely done.
And Kay Jellin now on serve for Covenant Christian. And a point for Covenant.
Kinsey,
right on that line.
Yeah, Kinsey Mann with the kill there, her first of the match.
17-14 now, Covenant Christian in this first set. And a point there for Traders Point.
Yeah, Quill at that time, the block came. She hit it off the blocker's hands and it ping-ponged across the court. Goes out of bounds, but last touched by Covenant Christian, resulting in the kill for Traders Point.
This will be Emmy Fry now on serve for Traders Point. And Quillett again for Traders Point.
Yeah, she's come to play tonight, John. Has that left sideline working on the kill straight up the line. 5 kills for her.
And that's off Traders Point, and a point there for Covenant Christian to go back up by 2.
Bringing Allie Boston in his serve. Covenant is.
And unforced service error there for Boston.
I've got Covenant now with 8 errors tonight in the match.
Nice kill there for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, back set that time, and that was Evie Dart again. What's this back set by Jellin? Nicely executed there to Evie Dart.
And Dart on serve here for Covenant Christian. And then error there once again for Traders Point.
Yeah, error there on Carrasquedo trying to just push that ball over the net, I believe, on second contact, and that's what we talked about earlier. I'd like to see Traders Point use a little bit more of the 3 hits they're allowed.
We got a timeout called here at Covenant Christian.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian now, the timeout. Covenant Christian leading Traders Point 20-17 in this first set. Covenant Christian has the lead, but as you were talking about, they have a lot of errors here so far.
Yeah, 8 unforced errors here in this opening game is really keeping Traders Point in this opening game.
Covenant Christian able to keep that alive. And the finish for Covenant Christian.
I believe that was Newport on the kind of a push attack, if you will, there. Perfect placement in the corner.
So now a 4-point lead for Covenant Christian in this first set. And another point there on the finish for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, Newport coming up into the middle. She's in the back row right now. or actually that's Evie Dart back there serving, but Newport in the middle right now gets her kills in this opening set. She's got 7 kills.
Dart on serve here. Nice stave there for Traders Point to keep it alive. And they say out.
6 there now on Traders Point.
Dart once again on serve. And this is going to be set point now for Covenant Christians. They've ran off 4 straight.
Ace for Dart. She came in on the year leading the team in aces with 43 entering this match. Gets one right there.
And that's going to be the set winner for Covenant Christian as they're going to take this first set 25-17 over Traders Point. Second set coming up.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
We're back here at Covenant Christian High School. Covenant Christian taking that first set over Traders Point 25-17. Eric, as we were mentioning, despite all those errors for Covenant Christian, they put a nice little run together at the end of that first set to put away Traders Point in that first set.
Yeah, they certainly did there. John, Covenant committed 8 errors in that first set, which really kept Traders Point in the opening set. But Danny Newport was just too much for Traders Point in that opening set for Covenant Christian. She had 7 kills in the opening set to lead everybody in kills in both teams in that opening set. And for Traders Point, they're going to have to try and establish a little bit of a block on Newport. They cannot allow her to continue to get free swings in this match. And so they're going to have to look to Olivia Morgan a little bit here with blocking. She leads the team in blocking on the year for Traders Point. Nobody else, she has double-figure blocks on the year. Nobody else has more in double figures, but they're going to have to try and maybe move a double-team block against Danny Newport because she pretty much did what she wanted to do in that opening set for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, she definitely had her way in that first set against Traders Point. We're done at Traders Point. Amanda Quilla did her best to keep Traders Point in that first set as much as she could. She did.
She got going a little bit at the tail end of that opening set. 5 kills in the opening set, most of those in the waning stages of that opening set. Keep her team in it.
So we are set for set number 2 here. And it's going to be Traders Point on serve here to open this second set. Trying to stop that little Covenant Christian momentum they had going there at the end of that first set.
Yeah, Traders Point would like to get off to a quick start here in the second game.
And the serve out there, and another error there for Traders Point.
Yeah, Morgan trying to go placement back corner and could not keep it in play. Hitting error there.
Not going to have a substitution here for Covenant Christian coming in. And it's going to be Allie Boston on serve as well.
Great serve.
Nice nerve there for Boston. The point for Covenant Christian.
Ace there for Boston.
I believe that is 7 straight points for Covenant Christian now, dating back to the end of that first set. Boston on serve once again. Keeping it alive there. But serving it into the bench, and another point for Covenant Christian. And unfortunately for Traders Point, Eric, they're not getting off to the quick start like
no, they have an unforced error there on Emmy Fry. And suddenly Covenant bursts out to a 3-0 lead here in the second set.
That's, too many hits there, and another point for Covenant Christian.
4 hits called there. That was set up by the great placement on the dink attack by Danny Newport. Traders Point could not recover.
And Traders Point finally able to stop the run here, and it is Amanda Quillett.
Quillett with her first kill of the second set.
So now it's going to be Emmy Fry on serve for Traders Point.
There's the block we were talking about. That was Morgan. They're going to have to do more of that here. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the point, but they have a chance here.
Still alive.
I think that ball might have gotten into the ceiling.
Nice.
Big attack there by Dart.
And finally the point put away there for Traders Point on the long rally.
Yeah, that was Quillett going up the line on an off-speed attack and gets the kill, and Quillett's done a good job on that attack on the left sideline there.
So Traders Point 2 straight points here. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, going to go outside the antenna there, set up by the kind of the tight angle on the attack by Quillett. We've seen Newport do a little bit that tonight for Covenant. That time it's Quillett doing the same thing.
Point there for Covenant Christian to stop the 3-0 run there for Traders Point.
Take a look at this attack on the angle here again. The kill, that was Dart.
And Dart now on serve as well for Covenant. Traders Point unable to save that, and a point again for Covenant Christian.
Yep, ace for Evie Dart. Played with their older sister, Bella on last year's sectional championship team. Bella was one of those outstanding seniors that Covenant graduated last year.
And another ace point there, yeah. I'm looking at this Covenant Christian team, and we were talking about it's hard to fathom this team only won 8 matches this year.
They've struggled with consistency, and we talked about a very, very tough conference they're in.
An ace there.
3 aces in a row now for Evie Dart, as we talked about in the previous set, leads the team in aces this year, and great placement there, back right corner.
Right on that line, yeah. 8-3 lead now for Covenant. Unfortunate error there once again.
Yeah, so 9 errors now on Traders Point, and Traders Point's going to take a timeout because Evie is serving really good right now for Covenant.
Yeah, timeout here at Covenant Christian.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
We're back here at Covenant Christian High School. 9-3 lead for Covenant Christian. Second set. Here's another look at that ace.
Yeah, that was just, you talk about great placement, just painting the outside line there for Evie Dark.
Covenant's ran off 5 straight points here in the second set. Covenant able to keep this alive.
Ooh.
And the point on the strong hill.
Yeah, big swing there by Danny Newport. Traders Point tried to get the up there, the dig, but it was just hit too hard. As Evie Dark continuing to serve now.
The Traders Point trying to stop this run here for Covenant Christian, but another error there.
Yeah, Evie's done a good job of serving it deep, in play deep, and Traders Point's having a hard time adjusting to the deep ball off the serve here by Dark.
And Traders Point finally able to stop that run with the point there.
Yeah, the pass was a little too tight for Grace Gallagher to get the set, so she did the nice thing, just tip it over, and she got the kill for Traders Point.
Stopped the run of 7 consecutive points in the second set for Covenant Christian. And now Olivia Morgan will be on serve here for Traders Point. I've got a substitution here, I believe. It is not going to be Morgan. It's Quillett serving. And a strong point there for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, Newport again with another kill for Covenant. For second kill, here's the look again. She's just pounding the ball right now. They're going to have to get a block on her.
This is Olmstead now on serve. And out there.
Yeah, attack air there on Newport. 9 airs I've got Covenant for now in this match. Traders Point has 10 airs.
Now Morgan will be serving for Traders Point. And Newport again with this point.
Yeah, they do a great job, John, of really moving her around. She can attack the left side, the right side, the middle, very successful all over the court.
And now Newport on serve. 13-5 here in the second set. I'm going to say an error there and a point for Covenant Christian. Another timeout called here at Covenant Christian High School.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Back here at Covenant Christian High School, Covenant Christian leading this second set 14-5, winning set 1 25-17, and Newport's going to be back on serve here for Covenant Christian. And another ace for Covenant Christian and Newport.
Yeah, aces have kind of been the name of the game for Covenant here in this second set.
And another point there, and another thing here, they've cut, and Covenant Christian side, they have cut the errors down here in the second set.
Yeah, they have, and I think a prime reason that getting a lot of aces.
Yes.
I mean, I've got them unofficially now for 7 aces here in this second set.
Newport once again on serve. And that's long, and another point for Covenant Christian.
And when Traders Point successfully gets the reception off the serve, as Covenant's serving very hard, they cannot afford to commit attack errors here. They've got to get the attack in play.
Keeping it alive here is Covenant Christian. Unforced error there, another one for Traders Point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that ball might have got into the ceiling there or not, but still it was an error on Traders Point.
Covenant Christians has 2 long runs here in the second set, and Traders Point just not been able to answer those.
And it's primarily due they had their two most experienced players starting with the serve in a row, in Dart and now Newport.
And now another point there.
Up off another Traders Point error. The error starting to mount for the Knights, as I've got them now for 14 errors in this match.
And long on that serve, a rare error in this set for Covenant Christian.
10 total errors for the Warriors.
Now it'll be Grace Gallagher serving for Traders Point. That's long, and another error for Traders Point. We've got 15 now. Is that what you have, the errors?
I have them for 15 errors, and they only had I don't know, I think it was 7 at the end of the first set, so they really mounted here in the second.
And a point for Covenant Christian, and another error there for Traders Point. 21-6 here in this second set. Another point there for Covenant.
Yep, just too many errors right now for Traders Point. And we talked about that in our open. If they were going to get in a situation where they're going to commit a lot of errors, Covenant could definitely run away with the game, and that's what's happened here.
Able to save that. But not this time. And another point for Covenant.
I give a kill there to Kinsey Mann for Covenant. They're just 2 points away here from this winning the second game. There's the kill by Kinsey Mann.
Another ace for Covenant, and now set point coming up.
Yeah, Langford with that ace. Libero player for Covenant.
We got now 9 aces just this set, something.
Yeah, that's correct. 9 aces in this set.
And the set point right there for Covenant Christian as they take a 2-0 lead now as the 25-6 in this second set. Third set will be coming up here from Covenant Christian.
A career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
Welcome back here to Covenant Christian High School as we get set for set number 3. Want to tell you that tomorrow night here on SRN, Bishop Chittard will take on Christian Brothers, a highly ranked team out of Missouri in football tomorrow night. That should be a great matchup tomorrow night. We've also got Newcastle and Mount Vernon for you here tomorrow night on SRN. Up in South Bend, St. Joseph will play host to Penn. Evansville Rights and Evansville Memorial down there at the Pocket City for you tomorrow night. And then Saturday, our HCAC game of the week will be at Manchester for Manchester and Mount St. Joseph. So a lot of football coming up here on SRN over the next 2 days for you to check out here on the SRN network. Well, I have 2-0 here, Covenant Christian. Eric, somehow, some way, Traders Point's going to have to cut these errors down if they want to get back in this match.
Well, they certainly are. They had, by my count, 12 errors in the second set after committing just 7 in the first set, which I think really kept them in that first set where they cut down on the errors. They also struggled mightily with serve reception in that second set. Is Covenant Christian came with the mindset that we're going to serve it hard and we're going to have good placement off our serves. They've served it deep, and Traders Point was not able to adjust off the deep serve. So they're obviously going to have to try to make some adjustments against the serve, but they may say, okay, we're going to try and take the deep serve away from them, but now Covenant might come out and try and serve it shorter in this game. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, let's see how Covenant Christian plays this, as Cade Jalen will be on the serve here to open this third set for Covenant Christian. And a quick point for Covenant Christian.
A quick ace there.
Jalen again on serve here for Covenant Christian. They say, and a point for Traders Point. They say right on the line there.
Good placement, painting the line there.
Emmy Fry now on serve for Traders Point. An ace there for Emmy Fry and Traders Point.
A rare ace in this match for Traders Point. Of course, they haven't gotten a lot of opportunities to serve, particularly in the second game.
But as we say that, a service error there for Fry.
First error of this third set for Traders Point.
Boston once again will be on serve here for Covenant Christian. And the put away there, I believe it was Newport once again there for Covenant Christian.
It was Newport. Took the tight angle there on the attack. And might have gotten a piece of a blocker's hand as well, was aided on that attack kill for Newport.
And another ace here for Covenant Christian as they go up by 2 in this third set.
Allie Boston, the second ace of the set for Covenant.
Boston serve here for Covenant Christian. And there's a finish there for Covenant Christian.
Wow, big time attack. Newport there with the kill. Watch this, running up from the middle hitter, has a free swing at it and pounds it straight down into the ground.
And they say in there and a point. I believe Morgan got the point there for Traders Point. So now 5-3 in this third set.
Ace there for Quillett for Traders Point.
Traders Point keeps it alive. But a fourth hit there and a point for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, Newport's really done a good job of keeping Traders Point off balance with the attacks between the off speed and the power here tonight. Kept keeping them guessing good.
This is Dart now on serve. Out there and a point for Traders Point.
Yeah, rare attack error there by Danny Newport in this match tonight. She's done a good job of that tight angle to the net. That time she took a little bit wider angle and it resulted in an error.
Morgan here on serve for Traders Point. And an error there will give the point to Covenant Christian.
I think that attack came outside the antenna.
7-5 here in this third set. And an error there and a point for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, you got Haley Tyndall doing the serving now for Covenant. A jump server.
It results in an ace for Tyndall.
Here's a look at this jump serve.
Look, I caught Traders Point a little bit off guard there on that serve. This one's long, however, and Traders Point gets within 3. That'll be Grace Gallagher on serve for Traders Point. And that's a long serve and a service error.
Yeah, both teams exchanging service errors here. And now get an experienced player back to serve for Covenant and senior Danny Newport. Second best server on the team in terms of aces.
That's long, and Traders Point with the point there.
Third error of this set here on Covenant. That time an attack error by, I think it was McKinley Conger who's checked into the match for Covenant, number 19.
Now Kiri Carrasquedo now on serve.
Oh, good block there.
And the point for Covenant Christian.
At the front of the net there, that was Conger, number 19. Checks out now, makes a nice block.
So 11-7 now in this third set. Strong put away there for Covenant Christian.
Got Evie Dart on that kill, her first kill of this game. Coach Stroud using some different lineups now here in this third set with her team up 2-0.
And an error there into the net, and another point for Covenant Christian.
"23 errors now in the match for Traders Point.
Oh, wow.
A great set there. I believe that was Jellin, and set up Dart. Watch this beautiful set. Perfect place for Dart to be able to put that down in the back middle.
Timeout called here for Traders Point.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back here to Covenant Christian High School. Covenant on serve here. And that's long, and another error and a point for Covenant. And another error there for Traders Point.
Well, we talked about in the open, John, where Traders Point came in averaging about 30 errors per match, and they're now approaching that with 25.
Yeah, that's something we're talking about they're going to have to cut down, and unfortunately, that's plagued them here. And the put away there for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, that time Evie Dart going off speed with the attack. Most of her attacks have been with the power. She goes off speed from the middle. Totally caught Traders Point off guard with a short ball there.
And another ace there. I was going to say at the beginning of this third set, Traders Point looking like they were going to answer how that second set there, but Covenant Christian has pretty much showed their strength here as the sets wore on.
Yeah, primarily a lot of that's been due to good serving.
And another point there for Covenant.
That's your libero player back there for Covenant right now serving. Langford, Abby Langford.
And finally, Traders Point able to get a point here to stop that run for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, Quillett with the kill. Off the block.
Puts it out of bounds there, and a point for Covenant Christian.
Yep. Off the block for the attack there, and the kill for Covenant.
Now Jellin on the serve here for Covenant Christian. Point there for Traders Point. Trying to somehow, some way get back in this match.
Olivia Morgan with the kill. They're going to have to do it with probably getting some free points off the serves. Get a run with service aces here.
But Covenant Christian with other ideas there on the kill.
Mackenzie Mann with the kill. She's going to check out now. replaced by Allie Boston.
Boston will be on serve here as Covenant is 4 points away from this match win. And another point there for Covenant.
Yep, give Newport the kill on that one, her third of the game.
And another error there against Traders Point.
And an error now will get Covenant closer now to wrapping up this match.
Boston still on serve. Rare error there for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, and not just a rare error, John, a rare service error. We have not seen hardly any service errors by Covenant in this match tonight. Maybe just their second or third the entire match.
Great job there. I believe that was Dart.
Yeah, that was Dart. A little overpass, put it straight down for the kill and gives Covenant a match point. I believe they, well, take that back. Looks like they're going to reward Traders point. The point apparently, maybe they got in the net there or something, or net violation there.
So yeah, Traders Point with the point there. That is definitely a Covenant Christian point and now match point.
Yeah, that was a great placement there on that kill by Danny Newport.
So Dart on serve here trying to put this match away for Covenant Christian.
And she leads the team in aces, so will she end this with an ace? We'll see.
Traders Point stays alive with a point here.
Yeah, blocked by Olivia Morgan there for the point. One of the few times Traders Point's been successful tonight on the block against Danny Newport.
And now Olivia Morgan on serve. But the put away and the match win right there for Covenant Christian. 25-12 here in this third set.
Yeah, Newport there ends the match with a kill. I think we aided a little bit by the net. Had she not clipped the net, that might went out of bounds, but it did clip the sideline for the kill for Newport. Impressive win tonight for Covenant.
Yeah, 25-17, 25-6, and 25-12 here for Covenant Christian. What's your final thoughts here out of this performance?
Well, we talked about it in the open, John, as we take a look at the last kill that won the match for Covenant Christian there from Newport is that, you know, the 8-18 record, now 9-18 on the year, was a little deceiving coming in this, having the schedule that they have played. Played the likes of Rebuff and Ron Colley in their conference, two outstanding volleyball teams, and they've got the city tournament coming up next. If they can beat Purdue Poly in their opening match on Monday, they'll get a chance at either Ritter or Heritage, and I think they would probably like a rematch with the Heritage team that they lost to in conference play. So I think they're a dangerous team to play in the tournament setting because they have been so tested so far this year.
And with Traders Point here, they may have not played their best match of the night, but this is still an 11-win team here, so there's going to be a tough out in sectional play as well.
Absolutely. Again, the one thing that they need to continue to work on, and they don't have a lot of time for head coach Rob McEwen, is to cut down on those errors. Because, again, they've got a very, very good Lafayette Central Catholic team in their sectional. If they want to play for a third consecutive state sectional championship, they're going to have to cut down on those errors.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here tonight as Covenant Christian with a 3-set win over Traders Point. We thank you for joining us tonight here from Covenant Christian High School. For my partner, Eric Eaton, I am John Lester. We will see you down the road here on IndianaSRN. Have a pleasant evening.